As people age, there are certain things they can do and want to continue to do. So coming to this setting, it allows people to continue to be as independent as they can. But at the same time, you have resources available to you if you need them. And it helps you to be able to do that without involving your family. So it truly is maintaining your independence.
People come to continue on the next season of their life. And in doing that, we recognize what their life stories have been. We personalize that care. We personalize the programs and the engagement that is going on because their life is continuing with those same interests, those same hobbies. Many of them put them aside, have lived alone so long now that they forgot how happy they could be and how they could have this independence with some structured support. It's wonderful to watch.
Lost my wife 6 years ago, living on my own, doing okay. But I had spinal injury and almost lost my ability to walk. But my daughters were concerned that I was by myself, and they wanted me someplace where I could be cared for. And everything else here is taken care of. Food, laundry, cleaning, plus their activity sheet, if you've seen it. You got something going every hour on the hour. And that's interrelationships that are just nice.
In 2012, my husband passed away and my children didn't want me to live by myself. So they insisted I look for a place to stay, and my daughter took me to 3 places, and when I walked in here, I thought it was lovely. Things fell into place, and I love it here. I've met a lot of nice people, both residents and staff, and I feel safe here.
I know that my parents are very independent and they feel that they can do without a lot of support. But at the same time, we know that they do appreciate this isn't just some type of facility or institution. They're serious about the care here. They are serious about making sure that your loved ones are safe, that they're secure, and it gives me great peace of mind.
They have the different levels of care, which she didn't have where she lived before. That was probably our main reason for wanting to look for somewhere that was more appropriate for her, where she would have people that were hopefully more like her, and then areas where she can grow to if she needs to.
My mother and dad were living with us for a year and a half. My wife and I both worked, and we'd come home at the end of the day and they'd been staring at walls all day. And that's not a healthy environment. You need to be active, you need to engage your mind, you need the interaction with other people, and we have some great residents here that really care for each other. And I think that's just extremely important.
Well, I love the activities because it's a lot of camaraderie. You get to know different residents because different residents come to different activities. I know every resident in this place by name. That's what they mean to me, getting to know people.
From the minute we connect with that resident and that family, we are already learning new ways to help them to live a good quality of life. We don't just speak to these things, we live these things.
Most people don't know how to pick an assisted living home. They start looking at the pictures and they look at the cost and they look at the printout of the service. But go talk to the people. And we've had 2 or 3 people in my table in the last 6 months who came from other places who said the care wasn't as good as it was here. And boy, I know what else you can ask for as a convincer.
One of the things when I talk to residents, I ask them what matters most, and food is the number one thing. It is the number one thing. It's the ability to have options, the ability to have choices, to sit down and have a wonderful meal, to make it a social event. So dining for us is a key focus of how we do it and how unique our experience is.
All the other places that I've been at, I would say, Pat, would you be able to come over and take me out to dinner tonight? We don't have to go out to dinner over here because the food's just as good. And when I go in the dining room, I just feel like I'm in a fine dining place. and the food has been excellent. And believe me, I am a critic.
How would I want someone to take care of my mom and dad, or my grandparents, or my brother, or my sister? And that gives you a whole different view of how things should be handled. And then we love them and pet them rotten, as my grandmama used to say, and just do everything we can to make their days the best.
When someone places their family member in our care, they speak to how warm and friendly the atmosphere is. They speak about the staff, about how the customer service is outstanding. That's what we strive for. People often acknowledge how difficult the journey was and how happy they are they landed with us.